each season is its own, and the biggest challenge with this year is really some of the format, is the format of not only were we off for a long time, but then all of a sudden we knew if we wanted to win it all, we were going to have to win 3 days in a row. So we were going to have to win Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the biggest mindset going into the tournament is how do we win the day, both in our preparation and then once we got to tournament, how do we win that day? We can't think too long term. We know we have to be ready for long term, but we have to win that night, have to be ready to go that night. And so that was the biggest thing, and kind of the preparation is our biggest thing. We probably watched film on Lees McRae 3 different days. That was our singular focus. Coaches behind the scenes, of course, were working and prepping. Okay, well, we know if we win, we got North Greenville, and then if we win that, we at that point, how chaotic the conference has been, we had no clue, but we had notes on all the potential it could be, whether it was Francis, UNC, or Mount Olive. And so we just went in with that. Is our main focus, our main goal is to take down Lees McRae. And so then once we got into the tournament, then it's like, all right, it's game time. And so you know that there's going to be variables, there's going to be nerves, there's going to be some uneasy moments. That's just championship volleyball. There's going to be those pressure situations. And so when we went into the Lees McRae match, sure enough, we jumped on them, had a great lead, and you're like, okay, we don't have that many nerves. And then all of a sudden, to close out that set, all of a sudden we had some nerves, and next thing you know, we have to win at 25-23 in that opening match. And so there's a lot of those type of moments, and so that preparation of winning that day was the biggest thing that we focused on. We had an emotional win versus Lees McRae. Then we turned around and in the semis had an emotional win versus North Greenville, a team that is always kind of one of our divisional quality opponents that's always going to give us battles. So we had an emotional win versus them. So then we got to wake up after a 7:30 p.m. game, and that's our singular focus, is that championship match. And so we wanted that matchup. We would have been happy with any matchup, but we were excited once UNC won. We're like, all right, now it's our time to face them again and go after them. We know they're going to give us their best, so what do we do to give them our best? And so we rested, prepared in the morning, and then as the match progressed, we did a great job of just staying resilient throughout the entire match. It was a hard-fought match. We were not doing some things very well, doing some other things great. Really, it was point. We were up 23-20, and the way we had to do our lineup, Ellie Jackson came to the front row and absolutely housed their middle. And at that point, that's when I knew, okay, we got this. All we got is 1 point left. This is ours. So they were able to get one more point off of a good swing by their number 9. And then at that point, it's just, hey, all we do is receive. We got a great pass from Layla. Gabby set up Elena, and then Elena hit the cut shot to zone 1 to get the kill. And at that point, it was as all coaches and all players, it was a mixture between relief and just pure joy to win that match. And so then all of a sudden, like you said, we had all day Sunday to celebrate as we're driving back, but all day Sunday to celebrate. We get back, have selection show on Monday, and that's who we found out who we're playing. And so then at that point, the main focus then becomes NCAA tournament, which is special for this group. So this group, it'll be the first time that these ladies have had a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. It's third as a program, but first for these ladies, first since 2019. And so they're excited, they're focused, and then we're playing a team that we have a lot of confidence going against. It's a great team, and it's not to say that we disrespect them in any manner, but by already beating them previous in the year, a few weeks ago, it gives us tremendous confidence going into the NCAA tournament that we can make some noise, and we're excited to do that. Each year, once you get to this stage of the season, it really is. It's all about the seniors, because when the season concludes, and there's only one team in the nation, when their season concludes, they can have a smile and say, hey, we did it. The rest of us are going to end on a loss. And so when that time comes, when that magical run ends, if it's not our time, then you have to look at everybody in the face and tell them that that's it. Well, with the seniors, it truly is it. There's no more, hey, we'll come back ready to go next year. And so with this senior class, a lot of the reason why they came to this is because they wanted to win championships, and that's a part of it. That's part of our enticement. So this is our 3rd championship in 6 years, and this senior class needed it, in my opinion, because they've done a lot to move the program forward, and so that nice little crown on top of their head as they go out is something special. To go from last year, where it's just me watching the selection show because I had a gut feeling we were not making it, to this year when you make it, now it's just to see where you play, and then to see that 6 in front of our name, knowing that at least for volleyball that was the highest that volleyball had been. Like you said, I didn't know that until now, that was the highest that any Emmanuel team had been going into NCAA. So, as a program, Nate does an amazing job. Nate Mormon, as our athletic director, does an amazing job of bringing in great staff, great coaches, and putting us in a position to be successful. So we may have been the first, but we won't be the last team to do so. These girls are ready. This team is ready. Coaches are ready. They've done a great job handling injuries this year, handling adversity, and really developing that championship mindset throughout the entire year. So we're ready. We're excited, and we're ready to go make some noise.